Happy New Comic Book Day, all you comic collectors out there. Actually, it was yesterday, but who's keeping store? Who cares? GENOTHADRAGON back. So, yeah, time to show off some new books. So, I ended up buying a bunch of books, and it was easier just to, he's like, oh, let me just get you a box because it's easier than bags. So, yeah. Let's see. I'm all kind of split up in here. So I grabbed a bunch of new books, as well as I dug through a bunch of their, oh my gosh, back issues. And they had just bought in a bunch of new collections, and they were still kind of going through it, or kind of organizing them. So they said this is a shop that has them all in alphabetical order, which is fantastic because it's just, you can just go through everything title by title, and yeah, great. So here is my massive stack from yesterday. It was a good day, as you can tell. So also, actually, I'll start off with the book I bought from BAM. I was there with a buddy, and I was flipping through some of their boxes. They had a few different books, but this one was like, you know what? I think I'll grab this one. So it is, what is it? Cyclops. I don't know if it's called Cyclops the Recruit, or just called Cyclops, from Archaea Entertainment, from the creative team that brought you The Killer, Jacqueline and Mats, and I don't know what it is, sci-fi something, but this looks like oh my gosh, that looks like Master Chief down there, but I don't know, sci-fi book, and I like those two creators, so yeah, figure why not, $1, check it out. And then, so yeah, this is all mixed up, new books, old books, just keep you guys on your toes, so you don't know what's coming next, because that's just how I get down. So, jumping into some Amazing Spider-Man, here is 394. Look at that little shiny cover there. As the Jacko scheme, continuing the all-new origin of the Spider-Man clone, as the Jacko scheme kicks into gear. Oh wait, what is this? Some flip book. I didn't even flip this over. 394 fantastic flip book. I don't know. So there's the other side. At some point, for some reason, I didn't even bother flipping that over. But defeated by Traveler. Who are you, Traveler? So we'll take a look at that. Jump over to Image. Spawn, main man, Alice Simmons, 29. I forgot who that kid is. That's not that Alex Kincaid? No, I don't know. I'm trying to think where the name Alex Kincaid is. I feel like that's a Spawn character, but I'm not sure. And then one other title I wanted to check out is actually, I think it's just a I don't know if it's 3 miniseries or what, but it is Fearless from Marvel. Here is number 1. Got Captain Marvel there. The Fiercest Ladies of the Marvel Universe Unite. So that's dope. Featuring Captain Marvel, Invisible Woman, Storm, Millie the Model, and Jessica Jones. So that is number 1. Jump over to DC. Action Comics 1014. Action Comics 1014. Superman. I like this cover. Nice little variant, I believe. Yeah, I did have this one on my comic cover art of the week picks, because it is quite stylish. And then, so I was digging through the dollar boxes, and for some reason I ended up by Iron Man, and I think I was just flipping through it, and then a cover that I already have, a comic that I already have, I flipped through that, and I saw it. I was like, oh, so I just kept going through Iron Man, and there was a few other books that came through, so I ended up grabbing a few Iron Man issues, so why not? Grappling with the Great Gargoyle, here is Iron Man 236. Oh my gosh, extreme glaring, 236 there. And this one, oh my gosh, I swear the comic collector in me has been looking for this book for years, and I didn't want, it was on mycomicshop.com, but I just didn't want to pay what they were charging. It was like $7. But I was like, I don't want it that bad. But it's a dope cover. It's one I used to use as a background on my computer for quite some time when I first discovered this character from Dark Horse Comics. Here is Ghost number 7, and I've always loved this cover. Everything about it is just fantastic, and I finally have it. I was flipping through, I was like, wait, Ghost, let me just see, because I just never bothered looking through their dollar section, or for Ghost anyway. Obviously I've looked through the dollar section plenty of times, but I never gone through Ghost. And so I just, like, the long box that the G's were in, or this section of the G's anyway, they just kind of split apart. So I saw Ghost like a couple boxes over. So I jumped over. I was like, oh, let me just check. And I flipped through. So I saw, I think it might have been out of order too. Or no, or maybe, I don't know, had to go a couple issues. And I was like, oh, let me find 7. Pull it out. Yes. Add it to my stack. Boom. Finally, Ghost number 7. A fantastic cover. Whew, love it. And of course, had to go through Captain America. Here is 329. To live and die under LA. To live and die in LA. Tupac, baby. And jump to some new 52. Here's my girl Supergirl, number 34. Because for some reason, I'm missing 2 random issues of Supergirl. But these are a couple of issues I was missing, like random issues of Supergirl for some reason. No idea why. Don't know what happened, but there it is. Supergirl. So Marvel and Amazing Spider-Man 267. Why I have this one is because I just got, well, just because it's named Spider-Man, but also I did pick this issue up some time ago at a sale. I can't remember which sale it was, or was it a convention? I think it was at a sale. I don't know, but it was cheap too. And oh, you know what? I don't know if I got this one on a lot online. I don't know. I can't remember now. All the different hauls and all the shops and small shows, all that good stuff, and eBay and mycomicshop.com. Anyways, this issue was, I got this issue, but there was something wrong with the cover, I think. And I have to double check to make sure it's even this issue. But when I was flipping through it, I remember this issue stuck out like because it's a train. And I was thinking, wait, I remember that. I need that issue. And I didn't make it, I don't have a specific note in my want list about it, which I need to do. But I was thinking like, wait, it stuck out so much. I'm like, this has to be the issue because I'm fairly certain it is. So you can finally replace that and jump over to Image. Reaver number 2. Reaver, I think it's still, I don't know if it like kind of cooled down a little bit, because I think you can still get the first issue for like $8. And the shop I go to, or the shop I went to, they still have a couple issues as well. And there's some other stuff in here we'll talk about as well. And then jump back to Spawn. We got 41. So working on Spawn. Picked up quite a bit of Spawn the last couple weeks. So look at that, Al Simmons. And then this book just came out. Was it this week? Yeah. She-Hulk Annual number 1. And some of you may be asking the same question I am, because I certainly had this question when I saw this book on the new releases. How can you have annual when you don't have a series going on right now? Somebody explain that to me. I don't know. I'm curious. I'm just saying. How do you have an annual? Annual what? Annual what? I'll have an annual. How about that? Geno the Dragon, annual number 1 against the Demolisher. How about that? Let's do that. Publish that. Drop that. Let's go. 48 page size, extra size special. Boom. Get it done. And then, oh my gosh, this gem. So this next book is exercise in patience, which a lot of people need to learn, especially when you're dealing with hot books and the way comics are in the industry, and variants and speculation, all that good stuff. So, new comic day. I'm at work and I'm like, all right, I know there's one shop in town that close, or I think they open around 12. Boom, called them. Hey, do you have House of X number 4, the connecting variant? Oh, take a couple seconds, look around. Yo, yes we do. And I'm like, how much is it? $10. But I haven't checked again in a while. So now I already knew he's gonna say he's gonna have to check eBay or something, like some garbage like that, to go double check to see what it was going for. And he's like, oh, look like they're something going for, she said something like something about $20, $40. But then he said, oh, probably end up being $20. And I was like, oh, okay. Do you want me to set it aside for you? Or put it back? He's like, do you want me to set it aside for you or put it back? You can put it back. I'm good. $20? No. But I did keep it in mind just in case this other shop didn't have it. So I called down this other shop, which is a better shop, and I said, oh, hey, you guys got this, blah, blah, blah. Yes, we do. Want me to set it aside for you? Yes. Because I know they were going to charge cover price for it. Perfect. See how that works? Patience, people. Patience. Comic collectors. Fantastic. Fantastico. Look at that. The X uniforms. And I will have The Powers of X, I did manage to get that one added to a pre-order, so I will have Powers of X number 4, the connecting variants, along with some other stuff as well, which drops next week. So the only one I'll be missing is the House of X number 2, connecting variant by Yasmin Putri. I don't know. Sorry. But, and then I've been looking on eBay for that one. It seems to be going in the high 30s, $40+ range, and I'm like, am I that committed to it? I don't know. It's dope, so I just might be. I added it to my watch list, and I probably would have snatched one. So we'll see. Also, shout out to my girl Psylocke. Look at her, she looks so cool. And jump back to Iron Man. I just grabbed this one because the fire, but then it's the Rhino. Iron Man, The Rage of the Rhino, number 238. That back to Cap 312, dude jumping through the flag, flaming flag. I don't know who that guy is, not offhand. Oh, and this book right here actually just dropped from Boom Studios. This is the variant done by the fabulous Jenny Frison. Here is Something Is Killing the Children, number 1, which just dropped. They had a bunch of these, and yeah, this is actually another cover. I think it might actually be. I feel like it was a second print though. But it just dropped, so I don't know how that works. They seem, people, I don't know. I just feel some publishers are kind of outdoing or going way overboard with some of that stuff. With these extra printings, similar to a book just went, I think Once in Future, we just went to a 6th printing. They announced a 6th printing or something. Like, why? That seems so excessive. Because the shop I went to has several more copies on hand, and where is that at? I don't even know what's going on. I just threw it in stock here. It's a static. And I figured, why not? I can grab it. And I didn't get to drop a review because I've already read both of these, but I wanted hard copies of them because I will be reading them. Even though I think Something Is Killing the Children is way better than Once in Future. Once in Future was quite tropey. And I'm just show this cover again. So I was kind of talking. I don't know if I really shut it off. But Something Killing Children, quite curious. There's a lot going on. Not a lot, but I mean, it's a good read. And I actually was meant to do a video review of it, but time just kind of ran short. So, and Once in Future is a solid read. I don't love it as much as some people do apparently, and I don't actually even understand why. It's like hella tropey, but I'm curious to see kind of what they do beyond this. But the first issue I don't think it was worth reaching the point of having 6 printing, so that's kind of excessive in my opinion, but whatever. Spawn number 28, throwback, squashing this dude's wrist. I feel like I knew I had this issue. I thought I replaced it, but I remember having this, so maybe my one list isn't as accurate as it should be, or I just didn't read it. I missed it, or like scrolled over having that issue. And here is Fearless number 2, the Storm cover. I think it's Yasmin Putri as well. Featuring Captain Marvel, Invisible Woman, Storm, Miss Marvel, Night Nurse, and X-23. And then for some Absolute Carnage tie-in madness, here is Absolute Carnage Lethal Protectors number 1, Iron Fist, Morbius. Why is Morbius there? And then Cloak and Dagger. I don't know how Morbius fits in there. It's weird. I don't know, but I was kind of just looking through the releases, and I wasn't really gonna get. I don't know how. I was still kind of debating how far into tie-ins I wanted to do with Lethal or Absolute Carnage. And I love Carnage, but I just went, I don't know. But I was kind of looking there and figured I was in that buy comic mode, and also I bought a comic. And as you've seen, quite a few. And here is Iron Man 229. We got Titanium Man and Crimson Dynamo. I just think that red armor, I think of the Guardian, but then I realized it was just the green. But actually, if you look at the design, that is clearly Titanium Man. So I was just mistaken. And Iron Man in his stealth armor, Shattered in Siberia. And I just figured, this could be pretty action heavy book, so with some of Iron Man's higher foes, I guess. And then here's other issues. Supergirl, I got number 35, New 52 with Red Hood there at the mercy of Red Hood, that bum. And then here is Unnatural number 11. This is, I think this is actually the second cover. So it's a very cool cover. I like this kind of liquid look to it. Figure I snatched that up. And back to Amazing Spider-Man. Got appearance by Moon Knight, Night Thrasher, Punisher, and Nova in Amazing Spider-Man 356. Check it out. Spider-Man. And some more Spawn. Here is 95. I feel like I've seen this image so many times. I thought I had the copy. I thought I had the issue. I was scrolling through my collection. Oh no, it's not there. But it is now. So, yeah. And back to Absolute Carnage. You got Miles Morales number 1. I think this one dropped last week. I want to say, possibly. There was another cover for this one, but I like the Clayton Crane cover much more. And I actually would have, especially, okay, so Miles Morales has a series going on right now. And I thought it would have been cooler if it actually ran with the actual series, the actual already ongoing, instead of having a separate mini-series featuring a character. So, but then sometimes I guess I can kind of dig it. I can kind of see it from a fan's perspective if you're reading one series and it ties into an event that you don't care about, then you're kind of on this collector's quandary about, oh, do I keep going to be a completionist, or do I just skip over it and just have this gap in my collection because I don't actually want to or don't care about this event? So I guess if that was the reasoning, maybe, but who knows. Anyways, they'll probably just sell you more books. That's, I mean, companies, capitalism, all that good stuff, money. So yeah, Miles Morales and Scorpion on that. And then Iron Man 230, Death of the Hero, in the Silver Centurion armor. And you can kind of see up in the upper corner too. Good old days, I miss those. And then this one, finally, I'm missing this one. East of West 18. This was in their dollar boxes as well. Actually, most of these, other than anything from the last couple weeks, was all dollar books. So there's that finally. I was just missing that one, and no shop had it. I don't think it was available on mycomicshop.com either. And then this one, I just, for some reason, I have no idea how, but I've been missing this issue. And I've already read through this whole run that I had of this. But Batman, here's Batman 684. Now why? Because when I started branching out, when I started branching out years ago, and I jumped into DC, I grabbed, what was it? I went back to the Andy Kubert and Grant Morrison, which was Batman 655, I want to say, because it was like a black and red cover. And I went all the way, I was like, because I like those creators, so I was like, all right, where do I want to jump in at? And I believe they were right around, they were in the 680s, I think, because I think the first issue I actually picked up was 687 when Dick Grayson took over, and I just went all the way back to 655. So I ended up buying, eventually, like, getting all of those, and for some reason I missed 684, and I just never, I think it's just because I read it so long ago and I just read everything else, and I was like, oh, I'll get it and read it eventually, but I just never did. And yeah, so I just never thought about it again because I had already read it all. And the only reason it popped in the head because I was scrolling, like flipping through, I was like, wait, I feel like I was missing a random issue, and I had to go through, and I was like, oh yeah, it was. So I had it for $1. So look at that. And then here is Amazing Spider-Man 264. Get that. I don't remember that guy's name. And he looks terrified. Amazing Spider-Man 273, To Battle the Beyonder, featuring the power of the Puma. The Puma. And what is this on the back? Secret Wars 2, which I did not read. I didn't even read Secret Wars. But actually, did I read part of it? I know there were some comic reprints from the Marvel, the smaller Marvel scale figures. Whatever. And then jump over to Valiant. Here is Killers number 1. They had number 2, but I figured I'd just get number 1 and kind of check it out. So they're one of the best 2 issues already. But yeah. So Killers number 1 from Valiant. So far everybody got Valiant, Marvel, DC, Image, Boom. And I think that's it so far. Yeah, that might be it. What is that one book? Oh yeah, Archaea 2. But they're connected to Boom, so that might be it. And then here's Iron Man 291. Iron Man and War Machine there, side by side with War Machine. And Iron Man and War Machine on the cover blasting away. Yeah, gotta get that. Why not? Here's Cap 311. I think that's Awesome Android. I feel like, so I think I have his HeroClix. I'm fairly certain that's Awesome Android, but I'm like 90% sure. So I don't know. And then here is Sarah and the Royal Stars #2 from Vault Comics. I think, is it Vault? Yeah. So Vault Comics. So there's another publisher. I think I'm up to 5 or 6 now. Vault Comics there. This was pretty solid first read, and like just curious enough. So I was like, wait, let me see if they have #2. And it should have came. I think it did come out this week. Fairly certain. Fairly certain. And here is Amazing Spider-Man 384. 384. What is this? When Need Trial by Jury Part 2. When these guys make up their minds, it's murder. Plus, Aunt May's quest for the truth about Peter's parents. They're dead. I don't know. I don't know. And here is Spawn 36. Good old Spawn. Oh man. I just remember this was just one of those series as a kid that I just absolutely loved, and just picked up random issues whenever I could. Whenever I had a couple dollars to go to the shop and ride my bike over there and just buy whatever issues they had, or whatever issue or two they had, which I and now I can finally kind of rack those up. And oh, another issue I was missing, finally snagged, which I should have had weeks ago. Detective Comics 1001. I think this is David Finch. Yeah, it looks like a David Finch cover. Usually, oh, there it is. Finch, right above the title there. This one I should have had in my, what was it? I didn't even post that video yet, did I? But, oh wait, did I? I don't remember. But I went to a sale and I was gonna grab it, but I had walked away. And when I walked back, I forgot about it. So now I have it. Detective Comics 1001, which is the start of Arkham Knight, the Arkham Knight arc. So, yep. And then here is another series that just started today, this week. This is a mini series featuring Supreme Spy, Web of Black Widow #1. I'm curious to see. I think kind of bugs. I think it kind of delves into her past a little bit, and I think Hawkeye might be in here. Somebody else might be in here. I forgot who it was, but yeah, I think there was another cool variant that is out. But as I was just kind of digging through new books there, I figured why not just grab that cover. And then I'm gonna be kind of tight if I realized that there was a cooler variant, and I just kind of said passed on, whatever. But I guess we'll see. And then what we got here, Iron Man Annual #8. Why would I get Iron Man Annual? Because it has X Factor, aka the original X-Men team there. So, sorry, full shot there. Just wanted to show off the X-Men love first, because that's why I got it. So, and I don't know what's going on here, but giant size annual Iron Man Annual #8. Silver Centurion armor, guest appearance by X Factor. And then this one was a random. I didn't even remember this series, but it was Batgirls and the, oh yeah, so I remember the title. I was thinking, why did you just call it Birds of Prey instead of Batgirl and the Birds of Prey? Here's Batgirl and the Birds of Prey #1 Rebirth. The gigantic DC logo on the bottom. That seems excessive, I gotta say. That seems a little bit extra, if I must say so myself. But Black Girl, Black Canary, and Huntress. And yeah, so it was just kind of cool. And then last but not least, one of the big boys that's out this week. This monumentous occasion and history-making issue here, and the verge of history-making. I don't know if it is, but whatever. Spawn 300, the Campbell cover. They did have the Virgin cover, but I think this one actually I like, which looks cool, but I like the font of it and the 300 right there. I just think that's such a magnificent milestone for such a dope indie book that has find, oh, Redeemer. I didn't even realize. Oh my gosh, look at all this. Whoa, I didn't even notice this at first. Redeemer's in the background right there. Clown. That's Medieval Spawn. Pretty sure that's Wanda. Whoa. Oh my gosh. And then which one is that? I forgot who that is. I'm gonna say Cygor, but that might be a different series, different like property altogether. And then Sam and Twitch. Oh, I just realized all this. Look at those in the stained glass there. Check that out. You see that? Look at Redeemer. Oh my gosh. And I mentioned Redeemer before. I just like a design. He's so cool. But I didn't realize all that. That makes us even better. But yeah, what I was saying was this, like the the font for the title and then the 300 there. You just gotta have that on there. Even though the Virgin covers look cool, I just think this one just sets it off. And I actually have Capullo's cover pre-order, but I wish I would have just saw this and I would have just got this one. But now I end up having 2 copies of 300, so whatever. But yeah, check that out. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. But yeah, this is my new comic book day plus back issue haul. And like I say, it wasn't as, the new comic books could have been even more significant, but I already have a lot of them on pre-order and they're still getting shipped to me, so I won't get those till for a few more days, next week sometime. But here is my full haul, balling out at the shop in this issue comics. Fantastic shop. And yeah, plenty of dollar issues, bunch of new books off the rack, and a couple other recent back issues. And yeah, just a good time. Got, let's say, Marvel, Image, DC, Boom, Archaea, Vault, Dark Horse, Valiant, Vault. And hitting several publishers, baby. That's what I love. That's what I like. I just do that when I do my comic cover art of the week post, because I like to hit a lot of the indie comics as well, and just to spotlight a lot of those artists and series. So it's always dope when you can feature a lot of that stuff. So I just got all types of stuff going on here, and this is fantastic. Gotta love comics. Comics, baby. So yeah, that is my new comic book day haul. And yeah, it was fun. I had a ball. And that was a good shop. So talking, and I had my buddy there with me. They were talking, we have random conversations about comics, movies, comic industry stuff, all that good stuff. So yeah, that is my new comic book day haul for the first week of August, or wait, September. September 4th, I think it was. Yeah, today's the 5th. So, and yeah, let me know what you guys picked up, what all of you comic lovers out there, and what you all picked up, what you've read so far, what books you were anticipating, any variants you picked up, just anything, any surprises, any new books that you picked up. I think there's been a ton of new #1s over the last month or so, and I have quite a few of them, so it was just kind of cool to see, especially a lot of indie books. Actually, most of them are indie books, so that's dope. Just new stories, new creators, other creators are just making new stories out there to catch our attention, and a lot of publishers getting a lot of spotlight and love. So show some love for indie books and the shops. So yeah, like I say, just let me know what's going on with you, what you've been reading, what you're looking forward to, and what you think of my haul. And yeah, as always, happy hunting, happy collecting, happy reading. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell so you catch all the updates for everything I upload. And then go check out GENOTHADRAGON.wordpress.com, which is my blog. Thanks for watching. Peace out.